How's that for fast? I'm already done. Before I started streaming, I already finished the description before I walked in the room. Make sure my mic is close. Make sure my thing is not muted. Nice to have it all on keybinds now. If my fucking actual phone would work now. I sure do love technology. Sure do love it. Welcome back though, welcome back. I'm just setting up everything so that it's all working. Alrighty. So we are back. Back again. I finished cleaning my room. Songs of Syx. As I've labeled it on Twitch. I finally finished cleaning it. Holy shit. It's about to explode. Maybe I'll get lawsuit money. But what have I done? I'm pretty tired, so bear with me. I'm not fully funny fiend. I'm just a portion of fiend right now. But here we are. We've kind of organized the tilapia zone a little bit. You know, I've given up some round space areas here, shaped. Something's going on. I think it's good. Yeah, just because I'm trying to get a bunch of new guys here. But we've tried to make sure that these tilapia are happy for now. One thing that I kind of want to avoid is it looks like, yeah, they are spending a good amount of time around round buildings, but it's only a 1.0, so I think that's okay. Also, to this too. My phone going at like negative fucking 5 miles per hour is throwing me off right now. It's because it died and now it's trying to fucking send me 8 billion emails at once. And I use that for my fucking YouTube chat. That's the only reason why I even care. Hate fucking being the only one in the Syx Discord posting streams, but nobody's streaming as much, you know? So I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? So back at it. We've got the Amevian freaks here. Nice big old warehouse with lots of space for their fishes. And they are pretty good at collecting a lot of fish. They get a lot of fish pretty quickly. Then we have Kryptonian Zone, which I edited. It's pretty much the same, but I just tried to organize how their housing was. I think these are pretty efficient for what they're worth, and if I need more, I can just add like another couple over here. We obviously have these 3 of them though. We have a warehouse for vegetables. We've got a vegetable farm, or 2 of them actually, 1 here and 1 there. We've got roughly 20 Kryptonian babies being made because I need a lot of Kryptonian babies constantly, so they're not eating vegetables right now. This building I can actually get rid of now. We'll just delete it for the moment. I'll probably end up needing the storage space later or change it over to something else anyways. But we have the weaver here and the warehouse for fabric. These bad boys are going to work making me fabric, using up all this cotton, and there's just a tiny cotton farm. For some reason, I think it's just because we got into a battle. Yeah, we got into a battle. And the worst part about Kryptonians is that they suck. They just are not good at fighting. So when they got beat up, they all ran away, and I lost 200 or 100, whatever it was. And it really drastically affected how my population of Kryptonians looked for a moment. And I had to kind of get my way back up. So I decided it's just going to be Dundarians and Amevians, because Amevians are pretty good troops. So we're gonna get them all up to about 40% melee. And at these guys, we just want to boost them up 10% and then do 10% at a time. Hopefully you get there in due time. Now let's see what these guys' big issue is. Seems like their services are low. We could pop that up by giving them upgraded benches in their zone as well. I've just been basically trying to force my way into getting upgrades. Because we're gonna really, really want them. So let's do this like that. I'll let them finish building that. What I mean by upgrades, I mean is services, sorry. We want all of the service upgrades. I'm thinking that if I can force my way to get 100% or close to 100% services for all races, then that includes Grand, Grand Arena as well. We use the room upgrade tool here. The one thing though that I wish you could do is tell these idiots don't use these benches. Because the worst part is these tilapia are coming over here and they're spending time. Oh, it looks like it's just mostly Dundarians now. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see no goddamn tilapias over here, because then they're going to be getting square. And at that point, I'm just going to take away their environmental shapes and just make everything square. Because at a certain point, it doesn't really matter. As long as they have good services, should be fine. So that's going to give them their bench access. For pretty much all of them. Now, another thing that seems to be a problem is government. So the government's deterred by things that they don't like, mainly. So, what can we do? We need to judge them and stalk them and imprison them, I think. So much to do in so little time. But as you can see, the humans they're fucking happy. They're very, very happy. And they don't really have a very unique zone. They have, like, the most simple zone in the entire area. And the way their area works is essentially I give them access to things like this. So we might even just give them a big statue here. Right? We do. One of those. It's a little overkill for their area, but truthfully, I don't give a fuck. They're my human babies, and I need to support them. I have to show them love and kindness and affection that I wouldn't show a normal creature in this zone. Oh, you're not supposed to be living like this. What we can do is this, and then I can take off that there, put that there, alrighty. That way we can copy over, give these guys some, or not copy, we'll just make them their own little zone. They need all these services. And we'll probably give the Dundarians the same kind of thing here. So, statue, pillar. There we go. Let them get to work. So, barber, tavern. I hate doing restaurants. Such an ugly building. And they're really stupid. We need some more workers. That's what bothered them, is that they don't have enough people to work their food stalls, which should be the most important jobs here: warehouses and food stalls. These guys some decorations. Yeah, I thought so. So we're gonna do something like this. Statue. Pimpin'. That's how we're gonna do it. Every area is gonna be nice for these guys. We're gonna start dropping though. We need to potentially figure out how to get that mason job up. I do want to have Artemis being born, but I might just immigrate them. Make sure that they all have jobs here. Employed 99%. 103% or 103 are employed, so we have 20 that can work here. Something just happened. Training accidents. Well, one thing we can do for them is have a nice graveyard here. Actually, we can't really get a big graveyard, so we may as well just copy this one. That way they have somewhere to mourn their fallen comrades as they die horribly training. Did I build a laboratory or a library? I hope I built a laboratory. Or a library, I mean, yeah. How the heck did I get more knowledge or innovation? Sometimes it's like trick innovation. When you go and get it, it doesn't work. So we can't upgrade the wells. 200 fucking knowledge? Are you crazy? Set up some hospitals here so that they don't all die every time this happens. Doesn't usually work out. That time it did. Alright. We're gonna need some more workers here. Or not, we just might need another one altogether. As I'm particularly lazy right now and I don't want to design a whole new one. We'll just do this. Also, this bothers me. Just fix yourself. Alrighty. Try to figure out what we can do to make these guys a little happier. I don't know what caused them to be so unhappy all of a sudden. How the heck does retirement work for a Dundarian? They live to be like fucking ancient. Primordial even. Fuck do you, what the fuck? How do they retire? I need to know. So far, homelessness isn't even a big issue. This is where the Dundarians live, over here. That's probably part of why they're not all getting happiness. Because I have them fucking half split out here, living in the bumfuck middle of nowhere. I'm like wondering what's going on. These guys don't have no good services. The same probably goes for these two. So we should work on fixing that. Pop that up a bit more. One thing I do want to make sure I have is significant amount of woodcutters. And I don't want to take up too much space because that's about it. That's the rest of my wood, unless I want to take out my orchards. What is up, Donnie? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. It occurred to me that I forgot to say that, oh, it's Keg City still. I thought I changed it to the order. We are the order. Should have saved it. There we go. But I don't tell people the name of the city. I keep forgetting to say what its name is. It's the order. Or a faction name, I should say. Ordered and peaceful. I'm proud of you, man. That's good to hear. And it's good to hear, my friend. We could do with having the woodcutter probably. Yeah, we can get away with the decent sized one here. It's gonna be the last one we need for now. Really? I can go that big? It'd be nice if they could actually, like, plant trees on ground if there wasn't any, and harvest those. Be unique. give you a little bit more out of your woodcutters. Yeah, we can't go any further that way. My neighboring region in this game? Is that what you're saying? That they have a 12,700 army there and then... Or are you talking in your game? Oh no. Oh no 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 no. I think the other hospital needs to be over here. I just keep losing so many bug fuckers. I'm so tired of losing buggies. Stop killing my bugs. For the love of God, please. They don't deserve this. 24 is about as much as I will allot for these freaks. Oh, in your game. Yeah, I find that when you play as that map or any of those styles of map, you're basically just capping yourself in the knees. It's not fun. And it's just not very conducive. Or like that style of game, like, or for this style of game, I should say. Because when I did Italy, I was having a bad time, and I'm having a kind of shitty. Ooh. I take it back. Maybe we could take this guy here. He's a rebel region, right? Yeah. He's so close that it's worth hiring. These are 150 guys. Their melee training is very high. Okay, and then we send them over here. How much am I gonna have to pay you per day? Okay, 58. So they have... Oh, damn, that's a pretty big army. Let's trade some resources over to this fucko. I know that I'm stacked on fish. We could do that. As this is gonna fund like future wars. Let's do that. There we go. Or future conquest. It's impossible in my opinion. You have to be very, very like clever and crafty. That like little video I made about like are we really not even enticing the wrath? That little video I did with the cavalry there. Oh no, the army's a little too strong. Can we take them out in time? I don't think so. They're not gonna fight me. The chumps. Sorry, I'm reading what you're saying, but I'm also kind of like... It's 5,800. That's basically like a couple days. I can afford them. I don't know how long this siege is gonna last. I'm willing to wait. I think it's worth it. I just have to keep my eye on the money. Oh, it's at 33% the cities fall. Because I'm thinking old style of the way cities work, and they just don't ever collapse until like 40 days in. Nah, it wasn't like 40 days, but it felt like it was a long time. Because I'm willing to blow through all my money, because one region is worth a lot to me. Because I can potentially get any of these resources, probably clay, which would be the best. Save me a lot of money. But I don't know, it seems like a very, very heavy burden to bear in this game, to try to figure out like how you would break out of certain areas. And like, it does give you a thing. Am I high? I mean, I'm tired, but there isn't a day that I haven't smoked before, or during, or after recording in any fashion. I'm more tired and sick than anything. It's just cold. We had like a big fucking snowstorm here. And I'm in like a nice warm area now, and I'm like becoming entrenched in my Syx, you know. Yeah. And it's a nice Sunday night. Nice comfy Sunday. We got the Darians happy again. They seem to be doing alright. 2 days in the siege. My region has a lot of trade connections, or this one? Oh yeah, this region has a lot. I'll have to take usurpadors out here, and I'm honestly considering that. I think these guys are 53% melee training and 14 experience, so they're 2.8 offensive skill. These guys have 380 people. I think that the only issue is that these Amevians exist. If they were all Garthimes, I would easily mop the floor with them. Take this region, because I need the connector. I need to get by them. I don't want to have. I know they'll tax it through the region, but I want to have that region too. And I really don't value our friendship that much. There's also a huge diplomatic issue here. I'm gonna do something I probably shouldn't do, but I think it's smart. We are gonna sell a large quantity of goods. Things that we can recover pretty quickly. I haven't been collecting opiates. That's probably something I should have been doing. Because what's gonna happen here is we can create another army here. These guys are bowmen, and they keep 93,000 upkeep. No, we can't do it. Embassies work, so I can. Well, I think. Do you see what my plan is here? Did I give them all that shit? I don't think I did that trade right. Oops. I'm loading that. I hope I did not just trade them without clicking accept on that. If so, you know what, I'll take that to the face, because that's fucking befumblement right there. But my problem here is that I am worried that now that I'm gonna open myself up to all these. Wait, they're all rebel regions. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I could do it. Because if these guys were regions and I capped this and then I became friends with them and then I killed this guy, they would find it as like betrayal, and I don't want to be betraying them immediately and that create issues. But our whole fucking everybody broke down here, so we can cap them. Hell yeah. We've got this. And if you say embassies work better, I'll check. What do humans like working at embassies? They don't like it. Nobody does. So I probably won't. Unless I have the Dundarians doing it. What do they feel about that? They all work the same way at there, so we'll probably have Dundarians, emissaries. And then humans will just continuously work. They're just straight knowledge in this city. Nothing else. Turn that opiate off. Opiates off. I also need this guy in the center here to be collecting. Any potential opiates. Yeah, so like that's why I'm later, like literally I saw somebody who had a 7,000 population city and their entire city was like admin buildings and fucking libraries and laboratories. And I was like, what the fuck? And everything else was supported by Dundarians. And the Talapi slaves they had were making leather for them. So basically it was just like a utopia for humans, and I was like, I can finally see it. Toasty, that's who it was, showed me it. And I was like, I finally see the light. I see it. I know what I must do. Humans can't do anything. They hate other jobs. Their work priorities is like one of their biggest issues. I don't want to lose those 15 guys because I am convinced that killing this guy might be a good idea, because this guy is a Dundarian. We can have a Dundarian neighbor instead of this fish boy. Although gonna need to buy the other army. Brawl deaths? I don't have them. For the most part, if a person's dying, it's due to accidents. So, pretty good. Sorry, I was checking to make sure my girlfriend's not home. If she's leaving her work earlier, so she might come home. I might just disappear. Also, we're gonna need a janitor over here probably. I solved the brawls by just having them. I don't know if I solved it, but like they don't seem to be brawling as much as they would normally. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to turn the music back on too. Sometimes I'd be listening to just anything else. But yeah, I don't know, like, for the most part, I seem to be pretty good. Occupy. I think it's gonna become coming down to my like skills as a commander here to deal with this. Also, I think stone. We'll do clay for now. Actually, set this up so that way it drops all their population down. We do have this guy as our neighbor now, and he is humongous. Holy shit! Oh no! I don't know if I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna betray Usurpador here. I'm gonna wait for Usurpador to become not real, and then I'll take his capital. I just can't risk a fight with a guy like that. I think I did give him this stuff also. There we go. Buy those guys for a few more days. I think I have... Yeah, I just have the 4 upgrades. Promotions. But 5. Wait, oh, I do have 10. I can get an upgrade, but I'll wait because it's going to take a little while to get their pop down here. Very like tough to figure out the direction now without being too over the top. I want to see if I can snag. I have some knowledge I could potentially get back. I think it's all locked up and stuff that's important. Alright, we'll just give him a new job here. And then we'll get like... Oh, that makes sense also. They didn't have a lot of people working here. There we go. Because I want to give my Cretonians school. Indoctrination is much faster, and it doesn't require paper, I don't believe. It'll be under admin. It does require paper. But that's innovation, so we can get that. And Mondarians are pretty good at making paper. Something is gonna go in there, I promise. But for right now, we do this, and then big old warehouse for all the paper. The Dundarians are fucking good at making paper, so, like, that's kind of why I don't mind. It's the indoctrination that will really help me out, in my opinion. Because if I can indoctrinate all babies to the way of the order, you know, then they won't fucking question my authority anymore. They'll live blissfully ignorant lives. And if they speak out a tongue, we'll remove that tongue from their fucking body. Especially the Kryptonians or the Telapis or the Amevians or the Artemis or the humans. Anyone that's not me. It's interesting how racism works in this game, though. They're, like, tolerant to a degree. It's like 1900s people who have, like, this varied perspective on reality. Oh, I did not mean to actually, it wasn't supposed to be, that building was supposed to be this. There we go. And I think it takes metal. Yeah, a little bit of metal. That's not too bad. I do want to start refining my own metal. It'd be sweet. Oh shit. I forgot I had this guy. I think I remembered. So now that everybody's dead, it's actually a fucking big ass region. Holy shitballs. That is a big region. We want to get age, Dondarian, wow. At 1 year old, I forgot their baby men. They just are fully grown. So we'll have him, want him to be governor. And we'll upgrade him if he needs to be. Pop that up. Accept, and then we just need a little bit of cash, please. Oh, no, not that. There we go. Nice. So we're gonna get a bunch of clay coming in here. And we could potentially send out an army, because I need to start turning this fabric into something. What's going on with you? Just not making it a lot, huh? Hospitals need a lot. Okay. Well, fuck the hospitals. Fuck all the sick. I'm just kidding. I actually care about them. Let's give Law our admin school. We will make a dumb Kryptonian school over here. And dumb Kryptonian school is purposefully oxymoron or whatever it's called. I don't think it's oxymoron. It's intentional. There's only going to be about 20 kids. We can make a building that fits the 20 kids, potentially. 12. It's not going to be this building, that's for sure. Yeah, sure. Why not right here? So that's 16. And potentially we'll make it bigger so that tilappies or any other babies that are being born can get brought over here. There we go. Now we need shells. Of course, I forgot those. 16. Not too bad. Make it bigger so that way we can put the actual shelving in here. Alright, that's good enough. And we'll have this for paper. Something I've learned is that when the disease hits, do 3 days of curfew, and you'll get hit by very little death and destruction and mayhem and pain. How you guys doing over here? 12 a day? Not bad. Nice. We have a huge surplus of clay coming in here. So that means we can activate clay powers, at least on one of them. There we go. Start storing up clay here. Here, let's give them that. That's something we can easily do. Oh, they got a market right here. And then, what else can we give them access to? Actually, why not just full livestock? Yeah. Wish that misclicking didn't take away the stone there. Be nice. And they started tearing through that. Or no, it's just because I added the storage. Sorry. We can take this away though. I don't want to import it anymore. Looks like I still am somewhere. Probably up here. Yep. We get this building done yet? Very close. Alright, so first day, curfew. Wait till this thing disappears with a highlight. Still gonna go up. Those are people you can't save. The people that you can save are curfewed right now. Locked away in their houses. Under quarantine. There, second day. Keep the quarantine going. Speed up time a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna go up, but it's not gonna be half as bad as it would have been if it was not curfew. And then we do another day of curfew. I find that the third day is usually when it starts to buckle downwards. But hell, I'll give it a fourth day just because we're so big. But you want to stack your days. Shut the city down. It's the exiling that's bringing the law down, I think. Yeah. Fucking bastards. So we're making enough paper to support these babies, hopefully. And we beat the epidemic. Supposedly. We also got a lot of innovation to work with here. Orchards would be nice. So would woodcutting. It's the cheapest one, so I feel like it's most necessary to go for. And we go for a little bit more fish. A little bit more orchardry. And we'll boost that. Save the rest for some other stuff. I feel like our humans are about to produce a pretty good snowball effect, because technically, honestly, yeah, humans are the only ones that shouldn't get the indoctrination. Or any education at all. Because it will make them stupid and take away 0.5 from their library skill. It's only 1.5 on their value for indoctrinate. We could just get that from somewhere else. give these guys access to 2 food now. Also, they can have fish in their houses. You're now allowed to have fish. Stinking up your dirty fucking homes. Zuckerberg. I saw that in there. Makes sense. I feel like I want to put the rest into refining here. That way we can process all of this grain down. How's my young Kryptonian babies? They're getting dumb. Oh, it feels so good. I love to see them getting stupid. They're just getting fucking silly. They're playing fucking with crayons in here, eating them. They're getting encouraged to make macaroni paintings. Right? This is indoctrinate? Yeah. They're fucking just laughing and giggling at like fucking dicks like me. Technically, I think they would all become artists, like how I became. Very artistic. Out here wanting to work on the farm. Speaking of which, how about we get you a brand new upgrade? And we go for, we're gonna need that upgrade to organization. I think we just need the first one here, 5. So we need a couple. Keep this at 120. There we go. And then we should start to see just enough knowledge to get that upgrade. Oops. Set that there. I want to set this to about 50. That way we can retain some of our workers. Yeah, we might need to just create this library. Oh, you know what we should do too? Where's the Balti crawler? Oh, you need 100 Garthimes to even get it. Makes sense. How's your education going? Nice. It's getting there. As they start to get older and replace the other ones, The fish was the trick. I buttered them up with fish. And I think the other part was this wall bit here. So let's go for small town. Alright. We'll also get a stock. Then we go... Actually... I take it back. It's gonna take 50 knowledge. We need 150. Oh, okay, we can just do that. That way we get more leather. We can potentially start using that for these guys. Get more out of them. And then we also got this region here. It's about to upgrade. Right, grab that one. That looks like a swell region to me. Pretty damn good. Start to get tons of stone coming in. Actually, how's your wood cutting? Not particularly good. We have to do it. We cannot not get that. How much do I need? 5. Oh yeah, we get that. For sure. We drop one from both. It's gonna take $20,000. Probably more. Resources. It's so much more beneficial to get mushrooms going this way. That way our people just have mushrooms to eat. So, specifically, what races? Just preferred by humans and Dundarians. That's perfect. Nobody else should be eating mushrooms. Awesome. So set that to mushrooms. We can upgrade that. Set that to mushrooms. We're gonna need some more furniture for that one. And then make sure that the rest of them don't have mushrooms. There we go. Now we're gonna start to see that one thing covered. Feels good. Do really want to take usurpadors out though, because then we can get his region. Although it doesn't seem to be that good. You've got good mushrooms and stone just like the others. Same mushrooms and stone. He's got very good pastures. We might just have a hard time getting ourselves some cutting zones. But at least we have mushrooms coming in. I'm gonna put a bit in here because we seem to keep losing people to that. Wow, that was pretty easy. Here, let's set it up to about 850. Damn. These Dundarians are pretty damn happy, huh? Can't say I blame them. Oh, you know what it is? Mushrooms only come in when the harvest comes in. So we can't take advantage of that as much as I'd like to. I feel like that's worth it more. That way we can take out he's producing a crap ton of wood though. Keep him. Really sucks that he changed it. I wish that it was like a daily thing that you get mushrooms, but we weren't gonna get mushrooms that efficiently. I think that the Dundarians like doing it and are actually good at it. No, Kryptonians are. And they're good at it, and they're not really particularly fond of doing it though. Well, let's get our mushrooms innovation back. That sucks. I know I could give them tools, but equipping more people will be a kind of a hassle. Can't equip them at the bakery though, so maybe I just equip. No, we've got plenty of vegetables. They're eating vegetables too. That's crazy. They don't need the boost, but maybe potentially we'll give them some veggies in the future. Worth going for, and also potentially having gems being mined as well. Do that. fix it later, but I just want to get this knowledge covered. Actually, you know what? Go all the way. Activate this one too. Because we want quartz. If we can try and convict people for their crimes, that will change the law opinion on a lot of people here. So let's get them gem mines. Should be a pretty big one right here. Yep. Is there any others closer? Nope, but that's okay. Mine, gem mine. They're gonna be Garthimes, so we'll have to add some more housing for them. 90. I had to mute for my cat deciding to scrape. It's his time to scrape. Jeez, my cat takes so long. Holy crap. There we go. So we can have a couple spectators here. Probably have another court over here. There we go. All of their crimes will be forgiven here. There we go. There we go. Somewhere to hold all these stupid prisoners. How are we doing on this? Let's get a hauler for this. Also make sure that this is all Garthimi housing. No more deaths or brawls. Alright. Set that to furniture. Set this to stone. Oh, they already got it. Nice. Oh, they like working in the gem mines? Well, the Garthimi do too, so that's fine. I'm like, oh, say less, buddy. They both can work in the gem mines together. All I need to do is see gems coming in abundance. And we can try and convict these criminals. Whatever dastardly shit they have to be convicted or sentenced to. Let's get some stocks set up for them. Actually, maybe a better idea to spread it out a little bit here. Logistic or law stock. So we've got that one there. Yeah, I'll put it there. Just so it's a little bit out of their reach. Nobody's working export depots anymore? What the heck happened? Where are my export depots? Right here. It's weird. Okay, well that brought them back. They just were deciding not to work there, I guess. I don't know who gave them the permission to decide that kind of thing. So now we just need to get to these services. This one is very expensive. There we go. Now we have judgment. They don't like executions. Fortunately, you can't tell them that they can't see them. That should do good for the rates on law. This is something I noticed too, which is very strange. Seems to decay at a very rapid rate. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a new thing to stop you from storing too much food or what. But that's kind of goofy right there. Also, who the hell is consuming? Brute Tauren. "90 humans. They have horsemen though. 15. A lot of horsemen. Well, that's the best we can do here. I can't beat that guy up. I gotta actually set my troops to train better. We're gonna need some more boys. Give them these spears instead. And open these all up. Get people training. What did he say to me? Raider destroys. Well, we can take Usurpador's territory now, though. Start a trade deal with this guy. They just don't have a good opinion of me. Well, that sucks. One thing we do need is coal in our city. So let's actually get charcoaler. I don't know how big it needs to be for now, but we'll just do something small. So now we'll make a little warehouse. This is for coal, because we can't import coal anymore. And then can I copy it? This will be for wood. Go. Get that going. Also make sure he has a doorway inside. Go. Pretty easy trade. Now that this guy's gone, though, we're gonna want a way to take him out. $120 horse archers. Jesus. I don't know if I want to go back for these guys. They were pretty good, though. I feel like those guys are gonna be really funny. So let's go talk to you. Let's give you some stuff here. Now we can go and buy army. Significantly cheaper than the other group there. I just don't know how horse archers are gonna work. Let's go what we know we can win with. So they're gonna fight me automatically here. They should. Our challenge is gonna be getting to them before they actually deploy more troops on the garrison. Some of these should be Garthimes. So we hit the Garthimi side. try to do it quickly. Alright, charge them. If we can break these guys quickly. Come on, let me draw. Here we go. Before these guys get involved. Looks like they're trying to pull back. Clear out. Ours are getting kills though. As long as we're killing, I'm happy. Try to clump up a little bit here, see if we can alter the way that our attack is working. I do like battles a lot more though. Because what my goal is to try to do is this. Get them to turn. That way these Garthinis are no longer in the fight. And if we can turn to their flank here, where they're weakest, smallest, with a clump of our guys. Should be able to do stuff. I don't know, Matiacus. Is it Matiacus? I think so. If my strategy is correct, by using them in their most efficient form here, which is, we're trying to minimize how much of their mass can hit us at once. Because they obviously numerically outnumber us. But we are far more skilled than them. You can see we have a 2.6 offensive skill, they have a 1.3 defensive skill or offensive skill. So long as we're keeping our position, ideally we want to hit them on their flanks though. So we're going to open ourselves up a little bit wider so that more of these Halapi can get into the fight. Try to keep our formation. As long as our morale's up there to 5.6, should be okay. So far they've only killed 3 of us. Yeah, we're cutting them down now. They're starting to feel the power of the Lapis. Mainly just surrounding them with our remaining force here, just suffocating them. 36 kills. If this is our troops, they're trying to get away. Not gonna happen. You're not getting away from me. Not today, buddy. Look at them trying to run away out of the back there. Cut them down where they stand. Thank you. I tried my best with the strategy, and I'm also surprisingly good with names. I like names. I try to learn them as much as I can. Oh, it looks like we're spreading out our formation a little bit here. Pull back, everybody. Some of them got stuck in the middle there. Or maybe we need to get in there and fight with them on all sides. Get in there and push them back. Damn, this is a battle. 67. They're exhausted. Let's see if we can't reduce our number of people in the front line so that the guys in the back can kind of cool off here. It's not making much of a difference. They are seriously taking out a lot of them, though. We might not win. We might have just needed a significant... Alright, just a big air force. Because these Garthimi didn't break as much as I thought they would. Although, they may break before we do. Our exhaustion is very high, though. But they're only 10% injuries. I think their worst mistake was that they sent both lines into one here. So as long as our formation is killing them both, they're both taking morale damage. They don't have battle weariness either, so... Yeah, that was it. That's what we needed to do. They just were like, holy shit, they recovered for another attack here? Alright, everyone get inside their fucking formation. Kill them. Hell yeah. We had the press. Now the challenge is, can we... I think I buy the dum-dums here. And then we try to march our way over here if we can. We might not need to worry. Come on, come on. Yes. Alright, so the dum-dums can stay. And maybe we buy another dum-dum group here. Yeah, there we go. So now we own usurpadors. How you doing, Bromia? Would you like to be my friend? Would you like to be my colleague? For 50... Of course. course, friend. Of course, my good pal, old buddy, old mine. Wow. Immediately gives me colleague status because I'm a Dundarian. Oh, wait, what was that? Was that, we'll decline that, but thank you. Thank you for welcoming me into your territory. I feel so welcome. Although Usurpador's territory is kind of ass, I probably would just turn it into, vegetables or something. No, actually, because we don't want to use it for farms. It's just not worth it, I forgot. So, I guess we'll just do stone. Yeah. Or maybe we turn him into a conscript region. Start training conscripts, sending them out. That might be better. Don't tell me he's gonna become upset with me now. Trade colleagues. That'll be very annoying if that's what happens. Dang, all these regions are huge though. I'll give him that. So, we'll go for conscripts. And then we want to go to our nobleman, upgrade you. We can upgrade this. Oh, we would just need more workforce. We can make 120 man Dundarian army here. Okay, it's not bad. So what we need to do is get clothing going. Just put that there for now. Put another one to match it. Then we're gonna transfer. Okay, it didn't turn into wood. So that make enough fabric for us here. Oops. I hate when that happens. It's such a waste of money and time. so we've got that now, and then we want to have the Taylor situation is a pretty good building. And then we're gonna have to figure out what we put here. I can wait for the next fucking 4 years while our fucking town gets back to the pop it was at. %72% exiled. How the fuck do you get that? What the flying hell? Also, how's our education? They're getting there. They're getting their indoctrination on. Housing for them soon. I don't know if they physically have to touch all the tree or basin, but just make a big old lavatory here. Like that. Take this out. Just load it up with houses, because we need a lot of Dundarian houses. go. So most of them should be training here. This also might be a concern. Them being so close. Go away. Get away from my people. Upgrade that. Feels good though. We're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. So I can take this out probably now. Oh no, it needs to be here. In some capacity. That gets me to 804. To significantly past 600 where I want to be at. But that's fine. Might have to get some more knowledge though. Because if he can be like a conscript military town, that might be pretty useful as well. We just turned it into money. Tax region. But we also could probably use some more stone. I don't understand how we're getting taxed income from stone here. It should be like filling up everything. Yeah, like this is full. Should just be flooding into every other storage facility in the whole fucking city here. Oh, you know what it is? This here. You don't even need that. Take that away. So that way, this gentleman here will focus on trying to get the cut stone. We can even do you one better by having a back door here. Ah, that might help. They don't have a noble. I'll give you a bug, noble. Girthimi by age. Our youngest one here. And then we'll go over to humans. You as well. So everyone should have a, nobleman. Humans can't really do anything other than governor work, so we'll give him that. Now, if I take this away, he's still a leveled up guy. We don't want him to be a potter, maybe a carpenter? Or what do we have a lot of? Grain farmers. There we go. I should immediately boost them up. I have to think about how I'm gonna also get pools. We want pools to go through here. So why don't I draw... I find it's best to draw your canals from where you want them to go, rather than where you're gonna bring them. This one's tough. I think the best idea would be take this third row here till it gets down to about here. Like here. Should be enough for the canals to reach. And then, do you guys like working at canals? I think it's under here. Water pumps. Nobody likes working them. It's gonna be a pretty exorbitant pool, but it'll hopefully bring swimming to people who've never swam a day in their life. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. So now, how do you feel about that? You have some access closely, or closer I should say, and then let's bring this up a little bit more, and then we'll give them not a large pool, but a decent sized pool. Now they can swim. And while they're in this zone, let's make sure they're soaking up all the potential value that they can get. And we have a big old pillar on the end there. So they'll get a nice boost to their services in here. Got our upgrade now. So hopefully this region doesn't fucking collapse like the other time. May as well just do clay. Seems the smartest. Actually, I don't like that. Take that away. We need a bigger bench. It would cost 30 knowledge just to get... I was gonna see if I can get plazas. Oh no. Alright, well... we know that we can't reach that far. But at least we've got a pool over here. And let's upgrade it to that. They technically do have the access to swim, so if they want to, they just have to come on over, take a bath. Oh, we don't have any storage for gems. The humans would like that. Also, I'm going to be muted for a second while I smoke. Alrighty. How are we doing? Usurpadors are still unhappy. How's that? Does that make them happier? We are on top of this ore deposit, so we may as well just make the mine now.